The truth remains that your thoughts create a prospect goal, create a potential reality, and then your emotions attract or magnetize this potential reality or those goals towards you. And finally, your beliefs and or actions manifest those results, manifest this reality into your life, into this 3D reality. And I'll explain why I used beliefs synonymous with actions towards the end of the video, but for now I want to give you all the juicy details right away, because this simple yet powerful truth I just laid out has taught me so much about life, and I believe it's gonna serve the same purpose to you. And so I want you to imagine this with me. Imagine you're living in a very uninspiring place, in a very dull location, house, perhaps to you it could be anything. It could be just because it's a broken down, beaten down house, or it's because you're living with your parents, with your family, and you don't want to be living with them. You're in your mom's basement and you find it very uninspiring, or it blocks your creativity, or it's just somewhere that's very resourceless. Perhaps you're sharing an apartment with many others who you don't resonate with, and you find it toxic, and you can't find the creativity. You find it resourceless, you find it draining, and you just it's blocking you. Your perspective towards it is that this place is blocking me from creating, from unlocking, from unleashing my true power. Perhaps the type of people living with you, every time you overcome, you start shifting, they pull you back towards your old self, towards your old self, and you're lacking the inspiration to actually work, to pursue your dreams, to work on your purpose, on your meaning in life. Now, perhaps your dream place to be living in, the place you're seeking, you're envisioning to be your creative hub, your inspiring house, it could be anything to anyone, depending on what it is for you. But let's say it's that mansion by the beach, or it's that fancy apartment in that skyscraper, or it could simply be just a cozy hut in the woods, in the forests, by the mountains, whatever it is for you. Now, the steps you take here in order for you to manifest that reality are very simple. Yet, are you able to do them? That's the question you ask yourself. And that's us going back to what I said in the beginning of this video. For the first step, are you able to think about that place? Are you able to think about it as a prospect goal, as a prospect reality from where you are? Although you're now living in somewhere that's very uninspiring, and you don't find the motivation or creativity to work on whatever you've been seeking to pursue, even that reality of you owning that mansion or that cozy hut or whatever. But you have to be able to think about it as a prospect goal, and that's the first key point. Think about it as a potential reality. And that's why it all starts with thought. You start thinking about something. Once you're able to create that thought, once that thought is right there within you, it unlocks many different paths toward that kind of reality. Now it's like the Kickstarter to you reaching to your goals, to you reaching, and bear in mind, this is just one example. This is just the example I'm going to be using throughout the video, taking you step by step towards its manifestation. But it could be anything. It could be that healthy relationship. You could now be in that toxic relationship, and it's very uninspiring, and you got very used, you're coping with it, and now you feel it's your safe place, but you just want to break out of it because you're aware that it's toxic and it's blocking you, and it's burying you alive. Are you able to think of that healthy relationship? Are you able to envision a beautiful relationship, a beautiful location you're living in, a beautiful city, a beautiful house? Once you're able to think about that, it could be the city you're living in. It's draining you altogether. You don't find it resourceful, in terms of your pursuits. Anyway, once you are able to imagine it, to envision it as a prospect reality, now you go towards the emotions. Now you see yourself, you sit yourself down and ask yourself, are you able to feel that reality? Now, emotions is a little bit, it's a tricky one, because the emotions you have to feel towards that thought you created, towards that prospect potential reality you created, those emotions should match the emotions you would be feeling in that kind of reality. You could have all sorts, you have to feel it with your heart. You have to feed it enough energy with your heart. Your heart holds 100 times more electromagnetism than your brain. And so it is the magnetizing, your magnet. It is your magnet. It is what magnetizes anything. It is the source of attraction. It is the center of attraction in your essence, from your essence. And that comes through feelings. Heart is almost synonymous with feelings. And so, are you able to feel the feelings, the emotions of that reality? Are you able to feel good about that, hut in the forest, about that mansion by the beach? Are you able to feel yourself living in it? Are you able to feel driven and motivated and passionate and, lively because you already have that thing, because you are already living in that thing? Or do you just keep feeling fear towards that potential reality you've created? Do you keep feeling fear of it not happening, or lack of its current absence from your life? Or is it desperation because you so much want it to happen? Those are all signs that you're not aligned with that potential reality. Those are all signs that you are going in the opposite direction, that you are blocking that thing from manifesting into your reality. But once you're able to feel very, very good about it, every time I manifested something intentionally, what I realized is that I felt good about its happening, is that I felt good in general within myself. It's hard to manifest something, to consciously, intentionally manifest something when you're coming from a place of lack, when you're not feeling good about your life, when you're running, when you're trying to avoid something about your present life. I'm always reminded by this quote by Abraham Hicks: if you wanna get to where you would like to be, you must already be where you would like to be. And that's the dilemma here. You should already have the feeling that you are already exactly where you want to be. Otherwise, you're blocking things from manifesting in your life. Otherwise, you're vibrating on lack, on absence, on desperation, on fear of that thing not happening or happening. And so once you're able to summon that good feeling, that positive outlook towards that thing, and you start forming a heart-to-heart connection with that prospect reality, you are on the right path. You are in the right direction. You are going in the right direction. And that takes us to the final point, which is beliefs or actions, or beliefs and actions. And the thing here is, you have to believe that you've earned that thing. You have to believe that you are already living through that reality you are envisioning for yourself. You have to believe worthy, that you are worthy of that thing, that you have earned that thing, that you are deserving, that you have done everything to actually be in that reality, to have that reality, even if you haven't. But are you able to believe that thing? Are you able to believe that you deserve this reality, that you've earned this reality, that you should live in that reality, that you've earned it, without you actually putting in the work, the actions towards that thing? That's up to you, and that depends, and that changes the more you progress on your journey. Your worthiness elevates. You feel more worthy in general, and you feel as if you've earned way more things, and you start being able to create more and more with less and less action. And that becomes effortless effort. That's what happens when you increase your worthiness, when you feel that you are the creator of your reality, that you have the entire energy of creation flowing within you, and that you can have anything you want, that you deserve to have anything you want, that you can be any person you want, anyone you want to be, that you could be living in whatever reality you choose to be, because you deserve it. It's your birthright. Once you imagine it, envision it as a prospect reality, it is your right. But that comes, as you progress further on your journey. But for now, are you able to believe that you are worthy of being in that reality, of having that thing, of being that person? And if the belief doesn't come to you so effortlessly just yet, you have to put in some action. You have to put in enough action till your belief system starts shifting. Yes, I'm able to do that thing. Yes, I'm able to have 1,000, hundreds of thousands of clients. Yes, I'm worthy of success. Yes, I'm worthy of love, and I'm lovable, and I'm worthy of unconditional love, and I'm gonna, I know I am gonna have it because I already have it, because I already feel it, because I already resonate with it. That's what replenishes your belief system. And the more actions you take, you'll find that your belief system is getting more and more aligned with that reality. However, if you can align your belief system without taking that action, that's all that matters. It is your beliefs, because the mind does not differentiate. The mind is not aware of whether you're taking action or not. All that it cares about is what do you believe about it? How do you feel about that thing? That's your source of creation, your inner world. It's not your external world that creates your reality. It's your internal world that creates your reality. Your external reality is basically just the reflection of your internal reality. And as such, once you believe it, and it becomes a part of your belief system, that you've earned that thing, that you've deserved that thing, now you can successfully manifest that reality, that prospect goal, that potential dream life into this life. You're able to shift into that reality in which you have that thing, because you shifted your inner world and your external, you simultaneously shift into the external reality that suits your inner reality. That's how quantum physics works. That's how spirituality works. That's how energy works, and that's how all of creation was created. So believe that you can have and be and do whatever you want, anything you want, anyone you want to be. It's just believe in it and follow this framework. Start with thought, match it with the feeling, and close it with the belief. Have it with the belief, and it's going to manifest in your 3D reality. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning into another video by AF's Conscious Frequency. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, because it helps me so much, and it helps this video find its way to many more others who might actually need it.